Good morning everyone. How are you all feeling today? Great to see you all. Before we move on to the class, let's begin with warming up exercise. Children, at my count of 1, 2 and 3, you are going to do simple pranayama for 3 times. Okay, shall we begin? Okay, take your position. 1, breathe in, breathe out. 2, breathe in, breathe out. And the last 3, breathe in, breathe out. How are you feeling? Good. So now we shall begin the second exercise, the knee hug exercise. Are you all ready? For this exercise, you are going to raise the knee up and to the hip height or higher and hug it with the 2 arms pulling towards your belly or chest. Okay? Shall we do it 4 times? Okay. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Very good. So how do you feel while doing these 2 exercises? First exercise is simple compared to the second, right? And what about the energy? Yeah, you all need more energy to do the knee hug exercise than the pranayama, because you need to raise the knee up and need to hold it. But in pranayama, it's only a breathing exercise, right? So from where did you get this energy? Yes. Okay, we'll later come back to the answer. Do you know, children, I'm very excited about today's class. Do you know why? Because today we are dealing with a very interesting topic. So let me ask you all, have you ever seen a picture of yourself when you were a baby? And how you changed since you were a baby? Yes, one thing change is that you have grown taller and larger, you have gotten older. Then have you thought how we are growing and gain weight? Yes, it's the food that we are having which helps in gaining weight and provides energy. Not only that, food also makes a person healthy. So children, what are the basic needs of living things? Yes, it is food, shelter, air and water. Very good, you all are right. I told you children that we are going to learn an interesting topic. Yes, it's all about food and health. So children, this is the mind map. In this chapter, we are going to learn about food, the importance of exercise, different ways of preserving food, good cooking habits and different type of foods, energy giving food, bodybuilding food and protective food, and also about water and roughage. The energy giving foods are carbohydrates and fats. For carbohydrates, rice is an example. For fats, butter. Bodybuilding food, that is protein. Pulses is an example. For protective food, divided into 2, that is minerals and vitamins. Vegetable is an example for mineral and fruit is an example for vitamins. Then these are the 5 nutrients. Which all are they? Carbohydrates, fats, milk, proteins, minerals and vitamins. So So children, what do you know about food? Yeah, food is important for all living things. It gives us energy to do work and to perform various activities. It also helps us to grow and stay healthy. And now, are you all ready to watch some of the advertisements? Here it is.
Virat sir, shall we play a match?
Sure, let's form teams.
Ishant,
Come.
come. Oh, just a kid is left.
Would you open from my side?
He's going to open.
One more.
When you have more stamina, no challenge can be big enough. Boost. It has protein, energy-rich cereals and nutrients that increase stamina by 3 times.
Sir, bat.
Keep it. You're the new opener from tomorrow. Boost is the secret of our energy.
Happy anniversary.
आज डिनर मैं बनाऊंगा। ऑफिस से आते वक्त सामान भी ले आऊंगा। अब ताकत नहीं रही।
इट्स ओके डैड, बढ़ती उम्र में ताकत की कमी कॉमन है, इसीलिए एंश्योर। इसमें है हाई प्रोटीन, कैल्शियम और विटामिन डी, जो बोन्स और मसल्स की ताकत बढ़ाने में मदद करे हफ्तों में।
Ensure regain strength within weeks.
Oh, Sneezu, did you have to sneeze right now? Oh, did it have to rain right now?
Doesn't eat properly, plus the season change. If he falls ill every season change, it's time for a nutrition change. Low immunity may hamper growth. That's why Pediasure, which has 37 vital nutrients. Pediasure helps improve immunity and provides visible growth season to season. Pediasure.
So, what all these advertisements relate to? Very nice to hear you all. So, we can say that all focuses on the important role played by the nutrients in maintaining health. By that, how we can define nutrients? Nutrients are the components of food that are needed for growth, to stay healthy and to fight diseases. Children, can we repeat once again? Nutrients are the components of food that are needed for growth, to stay healthy and to fight diseases. Instead of the food necessary for growth, health and good condition, we can replace it with a new word. Can you all guess? What will be? What will be the word that we can replace it? Yes, it's nourishment. I repeat, it's nourishment. So how we can define nutrients in one simple sentence? Nutrients are the special substances in food that provide nourishment to our body. Aditev? Where is Aditev? Aditev? Can you read it one more time? Yes, nutrients are the special substance in food that provide nourishment to our body. Very good. Children, are you all ready to do one interesting activity? So shall we start? Take one paper, then write your favorite teacher name vertically down on the left hand side, and you can write food items that starts with each letter in the name. Then you can circle the food items which you believe to be nutritious and draw a line through the food items which you think it is non-nutritious, and you can put a question mark next to the foods that are not sure about. For example, I have wrote Raji here. the name Raji. And the food item starts with this each letter. R for rice, A for apple, J for jam, and I for ice cream. And now I want to circle, put a question mark, and want to draw a line where I think it to be nutritious, non-nutritious, and the foods that I am not sure about. Okay, so I think the rice, I am definitely sure about it, is nutritious. So I draw circle around the rice. And for apple, I am also pretty sure about it is nutritious. Okay, jam, I am little bit confusing. So I put a question mark near jam. And ice cream, yeah, I think it is non-nutritious. So I can draw a line throughout. Okay, so likewise everyone can do. I think you all finished doing the activity. Then let me ask you, what do you infer from this activity? What? Some food items said to be nutritious and others said to be non-nutritious. Okay, so how we can say that some are nutritious and other one is non-nutritious? Is it confusing? I will give you one clue. If you can give answer to this question, then you might get the answer. Okay, because the answer is same. Ready? So what is our food made up of? Yes, the answer is right. Everyone answered correct. Foods are made up of different components. So that's the answer. Food is made up of different components called nutrients, like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. These nutrients have different functions in our body, like they make us grow, gives us energy, and protect our body from diseases. So a healthy food is a food rich in nutrients. There are 3 types of food: energy giving food, body building food, and protective food. Before we move on, can we do an activity? Are you all ready? And now you all can see one chart containing energy giving food, body building food, and protective food as labeled, right? Then what you want to do is that you should identify the different type of major nutrients in food and stick out the items of food listed. First, Manasvi's turn. So Manasvi, what is this? Yes, it is rice. So under which category you are going to stick it? Any idea? Yes, okay, we'll stick under carbohydrates. Okay, we'll stick under carbohydrates or energy giving food. Then after that, who comes? Ananya. Good. Come Ananya. Where we can stick this food item? What is this? It's egg. So we can stick it under energy giving food. Then next. Okay Albert, where you are going to stick this one? This is butter. We can stick under body building food. Okay. Thank you Albert. Then next Lisa. Come baby, and where you are going to stick this vegetable? This vegetable? Okay, we stick under body building food. Isha, come. Next Isha will do for us. What is this? Fruits. Good. Then we can stick under protective food. The last one. Who comes for doing the last one? Yeah, Vasudev will do. Okay, this is pulses. We can stick under protective food. Vasudev will stick under protective food. Okay, thank you children. And now we can see food items like rice and egg under energy giving food. Then under body building food or protein rich food items like butter and vegetables. And below protective food we can see fruits and pulses. So it is correct. I'm also having a confusion. Then what shall we do? No problem. So let's learn about them one by one. After that we can look it's correct or not. Okay? Are you ready? Shall we start? Carbohydrates and fats supply our body with energy and keep us alive. Energy giving food is rich in carbohydrates and fats. Sugar and all the cereals like rice, wheat flour, maize and barley are the main sources of carbohydrates. Butter, ghee and all the cooking oils are the main sources of fats. The food rich in proteins is called the body building food. Pulses, nuts, fish, meat, dairy products contain large amount of protein. Protein is used to build the new parts of the body as well as repairing the old parts. Protective food help us to fight against diseases. It is rich in vitamins and minerals. A mineral like calcium builds strong bones and teeth. Vitamin E is good for our skin. There are loads of vitamins and minerals in our body to perform different functions. And now we are clear about the food items containing nutrients, right? So we can check the activity done earlier. Is that all correct? Oh no, some are not categorized correctly. No problem, we can rearrange in the correct position. We'll take the egg from here and stick under body building food and butter under energy giving food. We can take fruits from here and pulses. We can stick under pulses under body building and fruits under protective food. Yeah, now it's correct. So we can recollect what we learned. Yeah, the nutrients present in different food items are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. We require all of them according to the need of our body. Carbohydrates gives us energy to perform our daily work and they are called energy giving nutrients. Carbohydrates give quick and instant energy. Examples: starch, sugar, cereals like rice, wheat, etc. So see children, what ma'am is having for lunch? Are you able to see it? Yeah, it's rice. So by having this, I will get quick and instant energy. So who needs more carbohydrates? Yes, the people who do a lot of work such as farmers and laborers. Not only for them, you all need higher amount of carbohydrates. You know why? Yes, because you all perform various activities such as studying and playing. Then about fats. Fats are also energy giving nutrients. They give us more energy than carbohydrates. Fat keeps our body warm and keep the skin moist and also prevent the skin from aging. You know one thing children, extra fat is stored in the body for future use. This stored fat is used when the body does not get sufficient amount of food. Oil, butter, cashews, almonds are some source of fat. So children, what is this? Yes, it is butter. Utterly butterly delicious, right? Very yummy. I love butter. What about you all? Yeah, I know everyone loves this. So having this, we know that butter is a fat, so it gives us more energy than carbohydrates, right? Then proteins. Proteins help us to grow. They are also known as body building nutrients. And moreover that, you know, our hair is made up of protein. Also, a special substance in the blood called hemoglobin that carries oxygen to all parts of the body is also a protein. So, what is the function of hemoglobin? It carries oxygen to all parts of the body and also gives red color to the blood, right? Do you know which nutrient help in repair the damaged parts of our body? You are right. Good, it's protein. So protein repair the damaged parts of our body. Example, milk, cheese, egg, pulses, etc. So children, look, what is this? Yes, it is cheese. Who would like to have this? Yes, I know most of them like to have, right? Me also. I like cheese. Okay, so we know that cheese is a protein. So protein is also known as a body building nutrients. Okay, and it also repair the damaged parts of our body. Next, vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are protective nutrients that help our body to fight diseases. Our body needs very less amount of vitamins. So, Tanvika, what are the important vitamins required by our body? I didn't hear you. Yeah, it's vitamin A, B complex, C, D, E and K. All of them are important for us. These are obtained from food. Do you know, children, which nutrient is called sunshine vitamin? It is the vitamin D. It is the only vitamin that is not obtained from food, but our body makes it in the presence of sunlight. Therefore, it is called the sunshine vitamin. Which all food provides vitamins? Yes, fruits, vegetables, milk and cereals. And what about minerals? Food items like vegetables, fruits, fish, eggs, meat, milk are rich source of minerals. Children, which is a mineral that makes our bones and teeth strong? Calcium, right? Correct. From which food we obtain calcium? From dairy products such as cheese and curd. Which mineral helps in making blood? It's iron. Yes, iron is a mineral needed by our body which helps in making blood. And iron is present in leafy vegetables such as spinach, cabbage and in fruits such as apples and bananas. Potassium and sodium are other important minerals required by our body. Super! Do you know, children? I'm having a strong teeth because of this milk. Next, let me ask, why is water and roughage considered as one of the food component? Why does our body need water and roughage? Yes, water, it acts as a lubricant to help the food move in our digestive tract and helps in digestion, help to remove waste from the body, help to absorb nutrients. Then roughage, it helps to remove waste materials from our body. That is why body needs water and roughage. You know what is roughage is? It is the fiber present in food that helps in removal of waste from our body. Then from where we get roughage? We get roughage from leafy vegetables, salads, cereals and fresh fruits. Next, are you ready to watch a video? Here it is.
भैया इम्यूनिटी की स्पेलिंग बताओ ना. इम्यूनिटी की MILK. हाँ, दादी कहती थी दूध पीने का बच्चा नहीं तो अंदर से रह जाएगा कच्चा. हेल्दी रहने का उपाय है अच्छा, इम्यूनिटी वाला ये ड्रिंक है सच्चा. अंदर की शक्ति बढ़ाए, रक्षा कवच भी बनाए, आसानी से बीमारी पास न आए. ठंडा या गैस पे चढ़ाए, किसी भी चीज में मिलाए, कोई भी ढंग हो बस दूध हो जाए. इम्यूनिटी मिल्क पिया पिलाओ. इम्यूनिटी मिल्क असली हेल्थ पाओ. इम्यूनिटी मिल्क पिया पिलाओ. इम्यूनिटी मिल्क असली हेल्थ पाओ. रहो सेफ, रहो इम्यून. अमूल द्वारा जनहित में जारी.
So children, which mineral is present in this apple? Yes, it is iron. Right? So, what is the advertisement about? Yeah, milk. So, from the advertisement, we come to know that milk itself is a complete food. Children, why it is so? Yes, it's a good source of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals and water. This is the reason why newborn babies are given milk for several months. Milk also makes the teeth strong. Infants and younger children need to drink milk in adequate quantity for complete nutrition. So, how many like to drink milk? How many glasses of milk do you drink every day? Okay. Now, can you tell from where do we get our food? Yes, we obtain all the vegetables and fruits from the plants. Other than that, animals also provide us food. Can you tell what we should do to stay healthy? Eating a balanced diet, drinking plenty of water. We should drink 8 to 10 glasses of water in a day. And doing exercise regularly are the ways to stay healthy. To be healthy, we need all the components of food. Do we need all the components in equal quantities for better health? Look at this food serving. Are all the food items are of the same type? Are all the food items of the same quantity? Is it necessary to eat different food items? happen if we take only 1 or 2 food items regularly for a long time? This diet contains all the nutrients in required quantities. This is called balanced food. So what are the required quantities or right proportions of food components to balance our food? So this is the right proportion of food components to balance our food. So we should include adequate amount of cereals, pulses and milk. Then plenty of fruits and leafy vegetables. Then moderately we can use oil and animal foods. Then sparingly cheese and butter. Then we should include vegetable salads every day. This is the required quantity or the right proportion of food components to balance our diet. So, a balanced diet includes all the essential nutrients in correct proportion. That is according to the needs of body. So, what are the essential nutrients? Yes, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals and roughage. A balanced diet provides us the required energy, keeps us healthy and help us in growth and repair. What happens if we eat too much or too little of these food groups? This is called an unbalanced food or diet. For example, eating a diet too heavy in grains such as rice, bread and pasta with little protein is unbalanced. Or if we don't eat enough vegetables or fruits, then our diet is also considered out of balance. So diet which does not contain any of the groups of food in right proportion is called unbalanced diet. And an unbalanced diet can cause problems with maintenance of body tissues, brain functions and growth. Always remember, eat balanced diet. Drink plenty of water and do exercise regularly in order to stay healthy. So now you realize that why exercise and playing games plays an important role of your school routine, right? Move on to the next topic, cooking food. What is the difference between raw food and cooked food? What are the food items that can be eaten as raw? Yes, children, fruits, vegetables such as cucumber and carrot are eaten raw. So now you realize that why exercise and playing games plays an important role of your school routine, right? Move on to the next topic, cooking food. What is the difference between raw food and cooked food? What are the food items that can be eaten as raw? Yes, children. Yes, children. Fruits, vegetables such as cucumber and carrot are eaten raw. But many other vegetables such as brinjal, cauliflower and potato has to be cooked before eating. We make different type of dishes from them. And food is cooked to make it soft, chewable, tasty and easy to digest. So what is your favorite food? But remember, always having healthy food. Come, let us learn some good eating habits. Always wash your hands with soap before and after eating. Cut short your nails once in a week. Avoid overeating. Avoid junk foods. Eat to be healthy, not to be unhealthy. And good cooking habits are wash raw fruits and vegetables before eating. Don't wash the pieces of vegetable after cutting. Why, children? Because the nutrients present in them get washed away. Boiled or steamed food should be preferred as it retains the nutrients present in the food. Avoid overcooking as it destroys the nutrients of the food. Then avoid over frying or roasting. Then avoid overuse of refined flour. Then eat all the seasonal fruits and vegetables. Children, are you all noticed that your mom soaks pulses and rice in water before cooking them? And after that, what she does? She uses the same water or thrown away and take new water for preparation. You can ask your mom and clarify. So, what do you think that is right? Yes, the water should not be thrown away as it contains nutrients. Use the soap water itself for cooking. Move on to the next topic, preserving food. Germs are everywhere around us. They spoil our food and make us ill. So, what we can do for that? We can preserve food without spoiling, right? Then how will you define food preservation? The method used to preserve the nutritional value of food for a long time is called food preservation. And what are the different ways of preserving food? Have you all ever seen mom makes pickle at home? Pickles are made by adding salt and oil, which helps to slow down the growth of microbes. Likewise, what are the other ways of preserving food? Any guesses? Yeah, first one is boiling. Have you seen your mother boiling milk? Boiling kills the germs in it, so the milk can be stored for a long time. Freezing. If food is stored in a refrigerator, it can be preserved for many days. The low temperature inside the refrigerator does not allow the growth of microbes. Next is canning. Some items such as juices and jams are packed in cans. They are sealed in cans after removing the moisture from them. This prevents growth of microbes. So let me show you one jam like Nutella. You can see here the sealed part, right? Okay, this is called canning. Then after it is drying. Okay, drying, it is sometimes food is dried or dehydrated to preserve it. For example, red chilies. I will show. Red chilies, right? Red chilies and mint leaves can be dried and used for flavoring later. So that process is called drying. So we come to the end of this chapter. So before recalling what we have learned, let us see a small video. you got from this video? The importance of food, right? So food is important for all of us. We eat food to stay alive and to gain energy to perform daily activities. But we often waste food when we don't want to have it. You must have witnessed many hungry beggars wandering in search of food. In some part of our world, people are dying due to hunger and scarcity of food. By avoiding the wastage of food and serving the people in need, we can save the lives of many people. Such practices also ensure prevention of food wastage on a global scale. So, can we make a pledge to try to stay healthy? Okay? Okay, children, we'll do a pledge. I, of class 4, promise to try healthier options and eat zero waste breakfast, lunch and dinner as a token of my concern towards conservation of biodiversity. Okay, let us check what you have learned. Children, so unscramble the following words related to the components of food. The first one is REINPOT. Try to solve it. And the second one, TFA. Try to solve it. So the first answer is protein and the second one is fat, right? So the second question, which of the following food item does not provide any nutrient? Clear? And the options, milk, water, orange juice, tomato soup. So what is the answer? Yes, water. Water does not provide any nutrient. And the third question, list all those components of food that provide nutrients and mention 2 components of food that do not provide nutrients. So which are the components of food that provide nutrients? Yes, it's a carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals and proteins. And the 2 components of food that do not provide nutrients are water and roughage. Very good. So let us summarize what we have learned. Now, I have a small work for you. You can write on this question. Tasty food is not always nutritious, and nutritious food may not always be tasty to eat. Comment with examples. I hope you enjoyed this session. God bless you, my children. Stay home, be safe and healthy. See you on the next video. Till then, bye children. So children, which mineral is present in this apple? Yes, it is iron. Right?